everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet. Welcome back to all of our current and existing friends, and hello to all of our new subscribers that have just joined us in the last day and a half. We've had several join us, so welcome. I hope you enjoy your time in our community. Everybody here is awesome. Of course I think so. It's my channel, but they really are awesome. So welcome, and I'm sorry, I just realized Miley, I think, is eating right now, so you may be hearing her chomping and drinking, so I apologize for that. But she may peek her head over here. Miley, come here. Miley, come here. I don't know why, but she has like she doesn't like the screen. But she may peek her head in here, and if she does, she's just saying hello, because she wants to be in real time with you guys. Okay, well, not real time because we're not live, but rather than being at the end of a video in another video. So anyway, today is our third episode of Getting to Know You. So I'm going to go over any questions that have been asked in the last week, as well as any ideas or suggestions that were made by anything that I may have asked throughout the week in my videos. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you have any new questions or suggestions, ideas, requests, go ahead and put them in the comment section below, and I will address them next week, Friday. So without further ado, I do have one special thing first. I want to say thank you to Jane with Scraptastic Yarns. She gave me a shout out on her channel yesterday, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. You're awesome. I was, not that I was wondering, but all of a sudden I kind of got a few more subscribers, like within an hour, hour and a half, and I was like, wow, this is so awesome. I was so excited. And then somebody mentioned that they were sent over by you, and so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. That was so fun to watch. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day and enjoy this video as well. I'm sorry, I realized I didn't have my bracelets on, so I'm putting them on quickly. I know it's not necessary, but I like to be a little bit dressed up. Yeah, I guess I could either restart or edit the video, but I really don't think there's a reason for that, because I'm human, I forget things. And lately it seems like I've been forgetting quite a few things, but that's that. Whatever, is what it is. So on to questions, and of course I have my handy dandy notebook. Yes, it's written in pink, and it's my pink notebook. I think I mentioned the time in another video how I used to be a director with Mary Kay, and I used to get things like this for my unit members. So when we did different challenges or different things, we would have little prizes and stuff. So I still have a bunch of them, and I love pink. Well, blue number one, and then pink and purple are even to number two, but I have lots of pink. So yeah, that's that. All right, so questions. My friend Christine asked in my video from yesterday where I showed, from Wednesday, where I showed my whips and finished objects. She said, too heavy for baby, ? Now, I responded in her comment, but I didn't get a response back from her. I'm not sure if she was referring to the hat that I said I started, and I haven't restarted it yet. It's still like on row 3 or round 3, but I don't know if that's the one that she was asking, if that's the one I was referring to as being too heavy for baby. It's not that it's too heavy. I think the weight of the yarn would be fine, not necessarily for a newborn, but maybe for a 2, 3, 4 month old and up. But it's just very dense. It's not like soft like you would think for a baby. I mean, not soft, but not I can't think of the word right now, but I haven't tried it in a double crochet. These are half double crochets, so I am still going to try that and see if that kind of loosens it up. But any ideas for the mandala thick and quick yarn as far as hat patterns, I would greatly appreciate it. This was designed for super chunky yarn, but like I said, it's a little dense. I'm using the Clover 10mm NP hook, and which is what is suggested in the tutorial that I was following. So either I'll go up in hook, or I'll try going to double crochet. But Christine, if that's the question you were, if that's the project you were asking about, that's what I meant. So went a long way around that. Sorry about that. She did also ask about the lotus flower. She wanted to know, even if and I didn't get a chance to actually look this up or ask anybody. So if anybody does have the answer, sorry. If you do, okay, I may have to pause this and come back. I'll be right back unless she stops, which she may not, because I think she sees a squirrel or a cat outside. Okay, she stopped for now, so I apologize. She just wanted to get her 2 cents in. I haven't had a chance to look this up, so if anybody has an answer for this, because I typically make patterns that I don't have to block, just because they're kind of like sewing in ends for me. But she asked, even if I were to block the lotus flower blanket with the little bubble that was in the center, if it would come back after now it's not going to be used regularly because it's going to be more of an heirloom blanket that's going to be hung on the wall. But if it were to be laundered, if they were to wash it, whether hand wash or machine wash, is the bubble going to come back since it's no longer blocked from when I blocked it? So that's a good question. I don't know that answer. I didn't get a chance to look that up. I do apologize. Sorry. Shame on me. But if you have the answer, I would greatly appreciate it, because I would like to know that for future projects. If you block something and somebody washes and uses it and washes it, does that negate the original blocking, and would anything that you blocked for come back? Okay, I may have to close that door because she's getting really wild. So please bear with me. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. I apologize for that. I had a little word with her. Doesn't mean she's going to listen. But hopefully the cat or squirrel went away. I don't see it out there, so I don't know if that's what she's barking at, but I hope she has stopped. And listen, oh, there's a squirrel running along the power line. She didn't bark, so maybe she missed it. Anyway, so if anybody has an answer about the blocking question, that would be awesome. Please put it down in the comment section below. Then my friend Catherine asked, now if it's only one person that asked a certain question, I'll mention their name. If there are a bunch of people that had the same question, suggestion, whatever, I'm not going to necessarily go down the list of names, so I apologize for that. But Catherine asked regarding the hand-dyed yarns that I use or that I like in general with hand-dyed yarns. She said, how stable are the colors in hand-dyed yarns? Do they wash out a little, or do they stay vibrant? I always recommend any handmade yarn, projects with hand-dyed, hand-spun yarns in particular to be hand-washed versus machine-washed. I haven't had anybody, now I haven't made anything for myself yet. I do have yarns that I've showed you guys that I do plan on making myself something in. I have not had anyone complain that the projects became dull or less vibrant. I did ask someone that I was able to contact, and they said after a couple of washes, it's still good. They did hand wash them, and they didn't have a problem. They did hand wash it on its own. That particular one did not bleed at all. Now, on several hand-dyed yarns that I've purchased, I've noticed some will say to wash separately because colors may run. Others will say specifically to make sure to wash it with light colors because it could run. Others will say will not run. So it really depends, I think, on A, quality, B, types of dyes used maybe, and whether or not when they dyed it, they rinsed it thoroughly until the water run clear. Because I know that's something that's important when you're hand dyeing yarns. So there's always a potential, just like with anything you purchase, that the colors could fade and bleed. I don't know if I answered your question thoroughly enough, but there are many different factors. Now, I did have a customer ask me to wash an item before they received it, and I hand washed it and laid it flat to dry, and it was just as vibrant as it was after that first washing. I would imagine, depending on the fibers in it, if it were machine washed, I would tend to think it could possibly, I don't know. I don't know if it would bleed more or not, but I haven't had any issues with any customers mentioning that they had an issue with anything, other than the one who said it did bleed a little bit into the water, but she did hand wash it on its own. So I'll do a little bit more research on that to see if there's a different, if it depends on the types of hand dyed fibers or the dyes. So I will look into that. I didn't get a chance to do as much research as I should have, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I actually recorded this on Thursday and it's airing Friday morning because I'm celebrating my mom's birthday this weekend, and because we didn't get a chance to do it, so I wanted to make sure it got out there. So I didn't get a chance to do the research I should have. I do apologize. Sorry. I do apologize. I am sorry. Anyway, I think I asked, because she asked that in several questions, but I think I got all of the questions that she asked. Now, I think that was actually it for the questions. Believe it or not, there weren't many this week. So I'm hoping we get some more questions going this next week, so we have something to talk about next week, next Friday in episode 4. But that was all of that. Now, as far as ideas and suggestions, I did want to give a special congratulations to our friend Vivian. Several of us know her from a group that we're part of. She just had a baby boy, so congratulations, Vivian. Whenever you get a chance to watch the videos, it may be a little while because I know he's a newborn, but welcome to the world, McGuire. I think that's what your son's name is. I apologize if it's not, but I was told it's McGuire. So welcome to the world, and congratulations, Vivian. We are all so happy and excited for you. I can't wait to see pictures. Hopefully that'll be soon. And if you've posted them to the group, I haven't seen them. I apologize, but I will go check just in case. But I have a funny feeling you've been a little busy. And then regarding the lotus flower blanket, I did have several people mention that they thought after I block it that it will take that little bubble away. And in case you didn't see my previous video, which I hope you'll go back and watch it, I'm referring to this little bubble. Can you see it? It kind of like bubbles in or out right there in the center. I had several people say that blocking it should bring it out, but then Christine had a good question. If somebody washes, or when she washes it after that, is it going to come back? So if you can please answer that. If anybody knows, because I know many of you block, could you please let me know in the comment section below, because that'll be something I'll mention next week. And then I did have a couple people say that maybe if I used a larger hook, it could have made a difference and or loosened my tension. Now I have tight tension, and my stitches are very tight. Now I like that personally, but with this particular project, I did use the original hook that Robin mentioned she used on it, and it was too loose and, to me, messy. And I took a couple of pictures and showed a couple friends, and they agreed that it just lost its stitch definition. So I went ahead and I went down. I just put the hook away. I think it was a 3.5 millimeter, I think, or maybe 3.25 millimeter. I played with several different hooks, and that was the one that I felt looked the best and still kept the stitch definition. Now, I did have to put this blanket down several times for a day or two in between. So I think that also affects the tension, because when you're consistently working on something, you kind of stay with the same tension. At least I've noticed that for myself. When you put something down and go back to it, your tension may be different. So I have a funny feeling that played a big role in that. So my next one that I make, I'm going to be a little bit more careful on. And not that I wasn't careful on this one, but I'm going to really watch that and try to keep it consistent. But those were a couple suggestions to try to avoid that. Now onto my Tunisian stitch blanket. This one right here. The one that I said I finished about 6 months ago, but haven't finished because of all of the ends and the feeling I have with sewing in ends. But my friend Julie made a recommendation, and she said maybe instead of sewing in the ends, I can do a fringed edging on both sides, and that by tightening the fringes, it would secure these ends. So that's an idea. I think that would be a fun idea. I wouldn't make them this long. I don't think. I mean, for me personally, I wouldn't make them that long. But it's an idea, because that way I could get away from sewing in the ends, and it would be a cute and slightly different finishing to it. So those were the suggestions and ideas. I haven't had any specific requests again, except for showing me working with the ribbon and tape yarns. Still working on that. I'm almost there, but I will get to that. I promise. I haven't forgotten about that. Now I have a question that I'm going to put out to you guys regarding this Tunisian stitch blanket. Do you think, okay, first of all, I like the ends right here, how they're diamond, they end as a diamond. Now, if I block the ends, do you guys think it'll prevent the curling? And should I block the ends and sew in these ends and leave it that way? Or should I block the ends to leave the corners and do the fringe? Or I was thinking I need to do, once I sew in the ends, that I need to do a border to be able to secure the ends. But I really don't want it to lose this definition. I don't want it to lose the ends like this. So do I try to do like a single crochet all the way around and keep these diamond ends? Do I block it and sew in the ends, or do I block it and leave the fringe? What do you guys think? Which way do you think would be the best? I mean, I think any way around I'm going to have to block the ends. But block and sew in and leave it, block it, fringe it, or I'm thinking I would need to do the border and then block it, or block it and then do border. What do you think with trying to keep the diamond ends? So that's your homework for this video, is ideas for the Tunisian blanket. I really, really love it. I love the colors, and I really am hoping not to lose those diamond ends. At the same time, I would almost give anything to not have to sew in all those thousands of ends either. So any of your ideas and suggestions, I would very, very much appreciate and would be grateful for. So please remember, if you have any questions about me, about crochet, Miley, if you have any suggestions, ideas, or any requests that you would like to see, make sure you put them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to accommodate as best as I can. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's not as long as I was thinking it was going to be, but we didn't have that many questions or suggestions, and hopefully as we grow, we'll get more and we can add things into this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. And let's keep moving towards that 500 subscriber goal, because that's when the next giveaway is going to be. We were at, I think, 282 before I started this video, so I'm excited about that. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support and for watching and sharing the videos. You guys are really, really awesome. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to be friends with. So remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. if you can and are willing to share the video, please share it. As well as, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the red subscribe button down below. If it's grayed out, don't hit it again because it'll kick you out, and we don't want that to happen. We want you to stay as part of this community. So if it's red, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to that so you can be notified on any videos I put out. Thank you all again so very much. You guys are awesome, and I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.